Hi, and welcome. John Morris Show on a Friday morning, day 2 of March Madness. Oh, how great was yesterday. Fun to see those games. And now they re-rack and they do it again today. So a lot of fun yesterday. Good day for the Big 12 yesterday. 5 more Big 12 men's teams in action. And the women's tournament gets into high gear today. That includes the Baylor Women. They are in Durham, North Carolina, making their 22nd consecutive NCAA tournament appearance. 22 straight. Third longest active streak behind here. So this is trivia. Behind UConn has got to be number 1. UConn is 1. Who is 2? I've got their notes. I'll look here. I bet it's.
I think it's Stanford. Maybe. Let me look.
Stanford didn't make the tournament with the coaching change.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
So it could have been, but it ended this year. I'll find the answer to that. I should know the answer to the trivia question before I throw it out there. Third longest active streak. There it is, but it doesn't say who the other 2 are. So I know UConn is number 1, but the Baylor women in action today against Nebraska. It is a 1 p.m. tip-off from Cameron Indoor Stadium on the Duke campus. If you win, you're probably going to get Duke in the second round on Sunday. But today, all eyes focused on Nebraska and Baylor in the NCAA tournament. Playing there this afternoon on the air at 12:30. Tip-off at 1 on the Baylor Sports Media Network television on the big ESPN today. What'd you find?
Says Tennessee, UConn, then Baylor.
Tennessee's number 1 ahead of UConn.
That's what I'm seeing.
Okay, very good. So Baylor right there with some Tennessee and UConn should be proud to be in the same category with Baylor women's basketball. But playing Nebraska coming up today on the storied court there of Cameron Indoor Stadium. Baylor versus Nebraska goes back to Big 12 days before the Huskers jumped away to the Big 10 conference. But big day and middle of the day, early afternoon start, which is probably good. You don't have to sit around all day. They've been sitting for a couple of weeks now. It was 2 weeks ago today that Baylor played their one and only game in the Big 12 tournament, lost there, came home, had to sit all of last week, and then practiced without knowing who they were going to play until Wednesday of this week. Then they finally found out it was Nebraska. So it's Baylor and Nebraska, women's opening game in the NCAA tournament. Here's Talia Scott, Baylor's leading scorer all season long, all Big 12 performer, talking about her excitement level going into her first NCAA tournament.
I'm really excited. I think, first of all, just being able to get to a postseason. This is the first time I played in the postseason. My college career made it through a whole year. So just seeing how far we can go and how far that takes us, I think that we're a ready team. I think that we've really prepared over the past 2 weeks. I think we've cleaned up some stuff that has really hurt us in the games that we've lost. And so I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what this team is made of. And I think it's a bounce-back game for us. And so I think that this could really set us on a trajectory of hopefully a string of wins.
Talia Scott from Baylor, again, leading scorer all year and heading into her first NCAA tournament. You heard her say she stayed healthy all year, which is a good thing, and Baylor will certainly need her today against the Huskers. I think there is some question about Markayla Johnson's health going into the game, but we'll see how that plays out. Here is Coach Nikki Collin now after Baylor. You know, they finished the regular season and then the loss in their first game in the Big 12 tournament. So Baylor's actually dropped 3 of their last 5 games and 4 of their last 7 games down the stretch. But Coach Collin asked, does this provide a refresh, a clean slate, a fresh start now beginning in the NCAA tournament?
I think, it's a combination for us. I mean, we certainly have seniors that have been through the highs and lows and want to go out, the right way, I guess. I mean, everyone's trying to win their last game of their career, and very few get to do that. But certainly when I think about Bugs and Bella in particular and their 4 years at Baylor, Jana's opportunity to play, I think they're just motivated for another chance to wear Baylor across their chest. I think for other players, they came to Baylor for opportunities to play in the NCAA tournament and play in stages like they're going to have here at Cameron. So I don't think it was hard to motivate them. I think everyone was disappointed. I think Colorado did a good job against us. I think TCU did a good job against us. And so sometimes it's about understanding that there's a lot of really good teams across college basketball. And if you don't bring your A game, you're probably going to take a loss. So just a great chance to play another basketball game against a really good opponent.
It's Coach Nikki Collin going into the tournament opener today, this afternoon against Nebraska. Baylor holds a 10-6 all-time series lead against the Huskers. Most of those games when we were both members of the Big 12 Conference. Interesting, Baylor is 22-1 in first-round games. Now, that's really impressive. Think about that. And it goes back to 2001, Baylor's first ever NCAA tournament appearance. They played Arkansas, and it was in Cameron Indoor Stadium there at Duke, where they're playing today. So their only loss in the first round of the NCAA tournament came in the building where they're going to play today. But certainly that was a much different situation. It was Baylor's first ever tournament game and playing an Arkansas team, and that was, I think, pretty veteran team. I think they'd been several times to the tournament. But 22-1 all-time in the first round, and Baylor has won 21 straight opening round games in the tournament. That is second only to UConn's 31. Baylor is a 6 seed. Nebraska is an 11 seed. So there you go. We're ready for the game today. Baylor and Nebraska, women's basketball opening play in the NCAA tournament. And as if there weren't enough games on in the men's tournament, CBS, TNT, TBS, True TV. Now you add ESPN and all their women's games that are going on. I mean, you couldn't change a channel this afternoon and not find a basketball game.
No, it's a setup where you need to have a TV, you have a laptop, you have your tablet. You just need to consume every bit of it.
Yep. So a bunch of it there, no shortage of games around. And it'll be fun. We'll tune in to the Baylor Women against Nebraska coming up. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the men's side of the Big 12 Conference and how the Big 12 did yesterday and the games coming up today, and then the tournament overall through the first round. So we'll look at that when we come back as we come to you from the TFNB studios on historic Elm Avenue here in Waco. John Morris Show. We appreciate your being with us, brought to you every day by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank Central Texas. Hey, we're getting a group together for lunch today at the Brazos Landing. Second time this week, and look forward to going back. They are located right on the Brazos River, where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. They're right across the river from Foster Pavilion, right across the interstate from McLean Stadium. Got that great, quiet atmosphere in the French Quarter. They've also got the terrific $12 lunch menu we continue to tell you about. That is available every day. They are open. They're open every day except Monday. But the $12 lunch menu and the TVs they've got out there in the Swamp Shack, it's a great spot to be on a day like today. So we'll be there, a group getting together. We're celebrating some birthdays there at lunch today. Bob Baker's birthday was earlier this week. Jerry Hill's birthday is tomorrow, and Pat Nunley had his back in late February. So got a group getting together, and that's the best location, the Brazos Landing. Give them a call if you have questions, 254-753-2778. They're on the web, thebrazoslanding.com. And we appreciate Claude and Becky Lindsay at the Brazos Landing.
Hey, it's Zach Gelb. We're talking NFL and college football. Plus, we have some of the biggest interviews in sports media. You got to check out the Zach Gelb Show right here on 365 Sports, weekdays, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 to 3 p.m. Central. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/@ZachGelbShow.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Are you looking for top-shelf sports talk about the West Virginia Mountaineers, where you can get objective analysis, but with the passion of a fan? Well, look no further than right here at Couz's Corner. I am Justin Couz Walker, the host of Couz's Corner, and you can find my show on demand over at YouTube. Most shows are uploaded by 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also check out my live post-game reaction shows. My special guest interviews, you can find it all on YouTube at Couz's Corner. Go check it out.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Friday morning. Do appreciate your being with us today. We're brought to you in part every day by Alliance Bank Central Texas. 7 convenient locations across Central Texas to serve you better. They value their relationships with their customers and their communities. Congratulations to Alliance Bank, voted by Forbes 2025 Best in State Banks. And you'll see why if you go by any of the 7 locations around Central Texas. And welcome back. And let me mention this coming up in a bit. I think this will be fun. I know it will be fun. It will certainly be different. Ty Atteberry will join us. Ty is a former Baylor punter. And what he's doing now is he says he's between jobs. And so what are you going to do between jobs? Well, Ty's going to get on a boat and sail the Atlantic. And he left yesterday. And so he's en route across the Atlantic. He has a boat business in the British Virgin Islands. And we checked the Starlink connection yesterday, and it worked really well. So that's our plan, and our hope is to connect with Ty Atteberry en route across the Atlantic. So we'll ask him why, we'll ask him what's ahead, and, just what it's like to prepare and set sail across the Atlantic. So Ty Atteberry will join us coming up in just a few minutes. All right, some more basketball talk as the Big 12 went. I said a good day yesterday. The BYU folks would disagree. They actually lost in their opening round game, but the Big 12 was 2-1 yesterday. BYU just never, after Richie Saunders got hurt, year. They had a dip in their schedule, thought they had righted the ship, but then they lose in their opening game as a 6th seed to 11th seed Texas yesterday. 79-71 was the final. So BYU bounced from the tournament in the opening round. A couple of first-round winners from the Big 12. That included TCU, a terrific win over Ohio State yesterday. By the seeds, it'd be a slight upset. TCU was 9, Ohio State was 8. 2-point win, 66-64. TCU winning in Greenville, South Carolina. And last night, Houston, the number 2 seed, looked every bit the number 2 seed. Playing in Oklahoma City, they beat Idaho, the 15, 78-47. Was the score there. So those were the Big 12 schools in action yesterday, a 2-1 day for the Big 12. Now TCU advances to get Duke in the second round game. They'll play the top seed, in fact, the overall tournament number 1 seed, Duke, in Greenville, South Carolina. That game is at 4:15 on Saturday, and it's on CBS. Good luck to the Frogs against Duke on Saturday. Houston advances to play Texas A&M in Oklahoma City. That'll be 5:10 p.m. on Saturday from OKC, the game on TNT on Saturday. All right, the games today, 5 more Big 12 schools in action today. Texas Tech, 5 seed versus 12 Akron. They're playing in Tampa. That is 11:40 a.m. on True TV. Top seed Arizona out in the West. They're playing in San Diego. They'll play 16 seed LIU, 12:35 Central Time on TNT. Second seed Iowa State plays 15th seed Tennessee State. That's from St. Louis. 1:50 on CBS today. 10th seed UCF plays 7 seed UCLA. That is in Philadelphia. 6:25 tip-off on TBS. And then tonight, 4th seed Kansas versus 13th seed Cal Baptist. It's from San Diego, 8:45 Central Time on CBS coming up tonight. And those are the 5 Big 12 schools that are in action coming up this evening. So yesterday, highlight-wise, upset-wise, Garrett, biggest would have been High Point.
Yep.
A number 12 seed beat 5 seed Wisconsin yesterday.
I actually picked that.
Did you really?
J-Bo, I had a really good day yesterday.
Whoa, did you?
The only games I missed were USF and McNeese.
Yeah.
I got every other one right. So I had VCU, I had High Point.
Wow.
So, yeah, I lucked out on that. But no, it was a good game. I think that Wisconsin kept it interesting. And then at the end, High Point just kind of pulled away from them. And then, North Carolina, VCU, wow.
How about that? Yeah, VCU, an 11th seed, beat 6th seed North Carolina in overtime, 82-78. And you picked that one. You picked VCU.
I picked that one too. Yeah,
Nice.
I got VCU going a couple of rounds, I believe.
Very nice. The UCF game, that was Louisville, right? And they were right there, but Louisville beat them 83-79. So you did have a good day.
I did have a really good day.
I did not do a bracket this year.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just am kind of, bummed out that Baylor's not there, and I didn't do a bracket. Certainly we in Baylor Athletics wouldn't do anything involving money, but sometimes we just do it for fun and do it for our family. But I didn't even do a bracket. So
yeah, I can't remember the last time I didn't do one, but the past couple of years they have not gone well for me. I can tell you that.
All right.
It's not been good.
But you had a good first day.
I did. I'll take my good first day.
Very good. Did you pick Texas to beat BYU?
I did.
Nice.
I picked that one. I didn't like how BYU finished the season.
Yeah.
So
right.
whether it would have been Texas or NC State, I had them losing in the first round.
Yep. And McNeese played well. They lost to Vanderbilt 78-68, but McNeese played pretty well in that game.
They did. I mean, they gave it all you could give. They're a really good program. Vanderbilt, though, I think is one of those teams that's gotten hot at the right time, and then they can be kind of dangerous these next couple of rounds.
So Texas A&M would have been another upset by the seeds. You picked A&M to beat St. Mary's, and they did by 13, 63-50. Those are the main games. It's slight upset. St. Louis beat Georgia, beat them bad, 102-77 yesterday.
I wasn't surprised that St. Louis won, but the way they won. Avila's really, really fun player to watch. He's really good. But that was a fun matchup for them as well.
And Gonzaga, a 3 seed, late last night beat Kennesaw State by 9, 73-64. So some of the other highlight games today, we mentioned the Big 12 games. So we know when and where they play. First game today, Kentucky plays Santa Clara. This is a game. Who'd you pick there?
I took Kentucky.
Okay. This is a game a lot of people are picking an upset. Santa Clara, they just don't like the inconsistency of the Wildcats this year. Santa Clara is coached by Herb Sendek, one-time Kentucky assistant coach. So that's the first game of the day, 11:15 a.m. on CBS. What else? Besides the Big 12 games, Virginia plays Wright State. Alabama and Hofstra. Now, Alabama's a 4 and Hofstra is a 13. But maybe Alabama without one of their key players.
Yeah, that's one where I'm seeing a lot of people riding with Hofstra.
Yeah.
And we've had like Kevin Sweeney from Sports Illustrated was on with Smokey and them the other day. And he was talking like that's another one he's watching. There's a lot of people keep an eye on that game.
Yeah, I bet. Miami of Ohio, won the play-in game and play Tennessee today. Is this where the run ends for Miami?
I think this is where the run ends.
Right.
I like Tennessee. I think Rick Barnes is a really good coach, and yeah, it's going to be too much for the Red Hawks.
Yeah. St. John's, Northern Iowa, Purdue plays Queens coming up tonight. Florida, the number 1 seed, plays Prairie View A&M. Shouldn't be much of a contest there. UConn and Furman, Miami and Missouri. So those are some of the other games today in the NCAA tournament, day 2 of the tournament. Plenty of basketball around, both men's and women's, in the NCAA tournament. All right, I want to mention a couple of other things. Then next segment, we'll connect with Ty Atteberry on a boat somewhere in the Atlantic. Baylor baseball opens the series in Stillwater tonight. They'll play the Cowboys tonight at 6, tomorrow at 6, Sunday at 1. All 3 games on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Softball, that home-and-home series with the University of Texas. They'll play tonight in Austin at 6:30. So Baylor is 20-7 now. They're 5-1 in the Big 12. This could have been an open date weekend for Glenn Moore and Baylor softball, or they could have played somebody just to pad their stats. But Glenn says, nope, we're going to play Texas. We're going to play the defending national champions and the number 2 ranked team in the nation. And I think that's great. I mean, he's getting his team ready and keeping them as sharp as they can be for conference play. Their RPI, Baylor's softball RPI is number 17 right now. So even with that young team, they are doing really, really well. So they'll play tonight in Austin at 6:30. Then tomorrow at the Big Getty at Getterman Stadium at 6:30. It is sold out. Glenn would say, hey, check around. Sometimes there are tickets that pop up sold out because of season tickets, but he'd like to have every seat filled with a Baylor fan tonight. Texas travels well. There'll be some Texas people there tomorrow night as well. It was fun to be with, have Glenn on the Baylor Coaches Show last night live from Rudy's. Our man Steve Campbell was there also. Steve, big-time Baylor supporter and especially Baylor softball. And he said he watches us every morning. He said he's missed one show. He told us the one show that he'd missed. But, Steve, we appreciate that. Thank you very much. And it was nice to see you last night at Rudy. So that's Baylor softball versus UT in Austin tonight, in Waco coming up tomorrow night. Men's tennis, a big weekend. They are up to number 8 in the nation. They'll play at 15th ranked Arizona today, and then at 25th ranked Arizona State on Sunday. So good luck to Baylor men's tennis. Women's tennis on the road as well. A couple of matches. I think it's Kansas and Iowa State for them coming up this weekend. So that's what else is going on in Baylor athletics. We also had Casey Maxwell on the coaches show last night, Baylor equestrian coach, and they are open this weekend preparing for the Big 12 championships next week, beginning next Friday, a week from today. They'll compete in the Big 12s, hosted by Oklahoma State in Stillwater. So good luck to Baylor equestrian as they continue to get ready for that. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, this will be fun. Let's connect with Ty Atteberry, quite literally sailing across the ocean, across the Atlantic. We'll get some insight on what prompted that here in March, but we'll visit with Ty Atteberry, former Baylor punter, when we come back. John Morris Show, brought to you in part by Kish's Complete Car Care, family owned and operated. They've been serving Waco drivers since 1998, voted number 1 auto shop year after year. They're at 5300 Franklin Avenue in Waco. They're open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Give them a call and bring your vehicle in for your next repair. Also brought to you by Waco Foundation Repair, locally owned and operated, thanks to David Maddox. Waco Foundation Repair believes in one principle, one family helping another. They provide a full range of foundation repairs. They don't just do the job, they do it right. They're on the web at wacofoundationrepair.com. Take a break. Ty Atteberry joins us after a break. John Morris Show from the TFNB studios on historic Elm Avenue, and we'll be right back.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports,
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Looking for football talk without the fluff? It's Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell, a former NFL quarterback breaking down the game from the inside, plus real conversations about sports, leadership, life, and everything in between. No hot takes for clicks, just honest analysis, strong opinions, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. Football talk and more, the way it's supposed to be. Subscribe now to Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell on YouTube.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And welcome back on this Friday morning. Pleased you are with us today. We are brought to you every day by the Brazos Landing in Waco and by Alliance Bank Central Texas. A real treat today as we are catching up with former Baylor punter Ty Atteberry. Ty was here 1993 to 96, then handed things off to his brother Kyle. Kyle was here right after him, but Ty, a Renaissance man, I would say, is in process of sailing the Atlantic, and he joins us somewhere over the Atlantic. And welcome to you, and look like Starlink is working, and what a great pleasure to have you on with us.
Well, thank you for having me, John. Glad to
This
be
is
here.
fun. This is fun. So I saw you start posting this about your adventure sailing the Atlantic, and it got me interested. Wonder if we could connect with Ty, and here it is. What prompted you to do this?
Great question. I don't know. If you ask my wife, she might have a different answer. But no, I think, I've been in the medical device field for about 30 years now, grinding it out in the sales arena, and decided I need a little break just to kind of rejuvenate and get refocused. And so, yeah, why not sail the Atlantic Ocean? So that's what I'm doing.
That is so great. That's great. So you said you're between jobs right now, and some
Correct.
people, may go, may really go wild and go to Yellowstone National Park. This is what you're doing between jobs.
This is what I'm doing between jobs. Now,
Yeah.
to be fair, I've actually about 8 years ago started a small little business down in the British Virgin Islands, and got to work with the wonderful people in the British Virgin Islands and help out the charter community down there. So I'm actually transferring this boat that's going to be going into a charter fleet in the British Virgin Islands.
Okay. All right. Very good. So what's the route? What's the path? What's the time that you're going to be out on that boat?
Yeah, so we're somewhere off the coast of Africa right now, South Africa.
Okay.
We're going to head up the coast for about 10 days, and then we'll cut over to Brazil, basically cut across the Atlantic for another 10 days, and then we'll cut up basically the southern Caribbean islands,
Okay.
Grenada, up to the British Virgin Islands. It usually takes between 35 and 45 days, depending on the wind. Yeah, it was really windy last night. I fed a few fish, and
Really?
it's nice and calm today, so it's great.
Good. And you just left yesterday, right?
We did. So we were
Okay.
waiting for a weather window where the weather looked good. And so we were kind of holding up in Cape Town, South Africa, which is beautiful. I'd never been before. And so not a bad place to have to hold up. But once we got our window, we headed out late yesterday, early your time.
Gotcha. Perfect. And watching the weather, I'm sure, is key. I mean, we don't want you to end up on Gilligan's Island or anything. So do you feel like it's pretty good weather, or this is a good time of year, I guess, for the best weather?
Yeah, this is a really nice time of year where they basically have a trade wind where we're sailing downwind. And so it's a nice, usually a very nice calm sail. Last night was a little bit different as a cold front was kind of pushing through. But if we didn't get out last night, we were going to be stuck. So we kind of pushed through it last night, but today is acting the way it's supposed to behave. So.
Wow, fantastic. We've got a picture of your boat. It's the Waymaker, is that right?
That's correct. So the Waymaker, that's the name of the boat. Perfect.
All right.
There it is.
There it is, exactly. And how large is this? I mean, obviously big enough to cross the Atlantic, but what all do you have aboard the Waymaker?
Yeah, so the Waymaker is a 51-foot catamaran built by Voyage Yachts in South Africa. It's got 4 staterooms with equal bathrooms. And so this is really kind of set up to charter. And then it's got 2 crew bedrooms up in the front for like a chef and a captain. And so this boat is really set up for people to go down and enjoy the British Virgin Islands on.
Ooh, very nice. And it'll be there in about 35 or 40 days. If people want to
That's
come.
correct.
What is your crew like? You said you had 3 other guys with you.
I do. So I've got a very experienced crew. I've obviously never done this before. So the captain has done this about 50 times. And then we've got a first mate that's done this probably 6 or 7 times. And then we've got a younger gentleman, but he's got a lot more sailing experience than me that's on board. So we're rotating shifts every 3 hours. I got to have my first night shift last night, which was actually really neat in the sense that you're just out in the middle of nowhere. The stars are beautiful. I think I counted 6 or 7 shooting stars. I haven't seen a shooting star in years. And so you really feel small out here. I will tell you that.
Yeah. I can't imagine, being out in the vast ocean. And then if you talk about overnight and just as clear look at the skies as you could ever get, probably.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
I've got my little star app so I can point up and figure out what I'm looking at. It's great.
What about, and you've seen, I guess, one of each of these, what about a sunrise and a sunset? Probably pretty good views of those also.
Absolutely. So I'll post the sunrise from this morning. I got a nice picture of that. And then last night was really rocky and we had this cold front. So it wasn't a great sunset, but I'm hoping we get one
Gotcha.
tonight.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So your business in the British Virgin Islands, how'd you get started with that?
Yeah, we were down on vacation, chartering a boat down there, and came up with this idea. It's basically a parking lot app for boats. And so when you're down there, you bounce around from different bays, and we have mooring balls in those bays. And the British Virgin Islands is kind of the Disneyland of sailing. It's where everybody wants to go sailing. Very consistent trade winds. And they've kind of been a victim of their own success. It's gotten so busy that if you weren't in a bay by 1 or 2 o'clock, you weren't getting a mooring ball to tie up to. And it really cut your day short by 3 or 4 hours. And so we came up with this idea where you could reserve and pay for a mooring ball online. And we partnered with all the local businesses in the British Virgin Islands to provide this service. And so now boaters can reserve a mooring ball, just like a parking lot space for their boat, and show up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So they can spend more time sailing, diving, just enjoying the British Virgin Islands.
Wow. How about that? What a great, you see a need, you fill a need there. That's pretty cool. How much time do you and your family spend there in the British Virgin Islands?
Yeah, so we've probably spent about 4 weeks a year since we started the business. And that's actually part of the reason for the boat is every time we would go down, we would charter a boat.
Yeah.
And so this is going to be my floating office when I'm in the British Virgin Islands. Not a bad place to have to work, I must say.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty good office views. Oh, that is great. So what's the prep like for a trip like this? I mean, do you depend completely on that crew of 3 you have with you, or what have you been doing to prepare for this?
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, you can. For me, it was a backpack. You know, it's three other guys, so we're wearing the same clothes over and over again, pretty much. But
all right,
a lot of food, a lot of contingencies. You know, thinking through if something goes wrong, do we have a backup? And so the captain's done this, like I said, over 50 times, and so he's seen just about everything that can go wrong and has contingencies in place. So we spent really the last 3 or 4 days going out and making sure and going through checklists to make sure that we had everything in case something does go wrong.
Yeah, very nice. Do you dock at any point along the way, or are you completely, out on the water the entire route?
So we are out on the water the entire route. Some people will break it up, but we're going straight through.
Okay. All right. Nice. Food wise, do you take enough food for the whole trip? Do you catch fish along the way? What's that like?
Absolutely. In fact, we've got plenty of food. We're not going to go hungry. However, we're just about to put out the fishing lines, and I'm hoping we do some catching instead of just fishing on this trip. Yeah.
Nice. That'd be great. Golly, I can't imagine. So what'd you say, 35 or 40 days total?
Yeah. It'll probably be 35 on the good side if the wind and weather behaves, and could be up to like 45 if we get into some bad weather and need to take the sails down and just motor through.
Very good. And I'm guessing Waymaker, miracle worker. I'm guessing you're prayed over pretty good, right? Before you set sail on a trip like this.
Absolutely. There's you caught on to the name right away.
Yeah.
So yes, sir.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll pray with you. Yeah. Pray with you and pray for you. Absolutely. The trip.
No, definitely appreciate it. It's a trip of a lifetime for me. This has been a long time coming, and I hope others get the chance to potentially do the same thing at some time. And if not, at least come down to the British Virgin Islands and enjoy the wonderful islands down there. You won't regret it. I'll tell you that.
I've seen some of the views. I think, in fact, we got a couple of pictures we could put up. Some of the views pretty spectacular there, right? In the British Virgin Islands. Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah. There's the Baz. Yep. Beautiful.
That is nice. That is nice. Yep. So when you're not on the Atlantic and when you're not in British Virgin Islands, where is home base for you?
So we just moved back to North Carolina. We were back in Texas for about 4 years.
Okay.
But since Baylor, we were in North Carolina for about 20 years on a little farm outside of Raleigh.
Oh, nice.
Moved back to Texas for about 4 years, and once our youngest son graduated, he goes to another school north. He's a cowboy, I hate to admit, but
All right.
once he left home, we moved back to North Carolina. We really love it out there. It's great.
Nice. Very good. When's the last time you've been to Waco?
Good question. I
Been a
think
while,
the last
huh?
time it was probably 2 years ago for one of the football games I came in for.
Okay.
And it was great. I tell you what, I haven't been on Facebook very much. I'm on it because I have a business and you got to have a personal account. So when I posted, it was great hearing from past players, past coaches, yourself. It's always great reconnecting. So I definitely need to get back more.
Very cool. Well, come see us when you can, and safe sailing on the catamaran. Did you say 51-foot catamaran?
51-foot catamaran.
That's a good size. That's really good. So smaller version of what you're doing. My brother-in-law, Ronnie Melton, leases, rents boats down in Rockport on the Texas coast. Yeah. So when we go down there, and we'll go down there at the end of July, we'll get one of his boats for the week that we're there, but similar, but different. It's Rockport, but we need to go a little further and come down to the British Virgin Islands at some point.
Well, come on. We'll take care of you.
All right, man. Hey, if you'll let us over the next 35 to 40 days, can we check in with you periodically and see how the trip is going for you?
Absolutely. That would be great.
Good. Now that we know
I have
that
nothing
Starlink
but time on my
works.
hands.
Yeah. What do you do all day? Do you fish all day, or what do you do?
That's it. Yeah, I'm trying to get the lines in the water so we can start fishing. Absolutely.
Oh, man, that's great. All right. Safe travels. Bless you on this trip. Hope for a smooth sailing for you. And great to catch up with you, Ty. We really appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, John. Appreciate you reaching out.
All right. We'll catch up with you again down the road. Ty Atteberry, former Baylor punter. How about that? 35 days, at least 35, maybe 40 days out in the Atlantic. They've got the route. Sounds like he's got an experienced crew. That captain has done this 50 times before.
Yeah.
But gosh, there just seems like there'd be so many variables, weather being the main one, over 35 days.
You're not getting me on a boat doing that. I'm so terrified of water.
Oh, really?
When it deep water, and I'm not getting out in the middle of the ocean. There's no way.
This is the ocean, man.
Yeah, I'm not messing with the ocean.
Oh, gosh. Well, hopefully safe travels for him, and great to catch up with him. Ty, great guy, and proud Baylor Bear, you can tell that, and had a great career during his time here at Baylor. So we will periodically, maybe once a week, maybe once every couple of weeks, we'll check in with Ty and see how the trip is going. But great to catch up with him. I need to make sure Mike Sims sees this. Ty, I know you're still listening. I need to make sure Mike Sims sees this, because he'll really appreciate what you're doing sailing the Atlantic. So I'll send this interview to him. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back with more in just a moment on a Friday morning on solid ground here on Elm Avenue. We are brought to you in part by the Lake Waco Golf Club, a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course, plus an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. The bar and grill is open to the public. Check them out at lakewacogc.com. Lake Waco Golf Club here in Waco. Take a break. We'll be back with more in just a moment. John Morris Show on a Friday. Stay with us.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture, Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Come buy, sell, and trade at the longest-running card show in Central Texas, the Texas Sports Hall of Fame Collector Show, March 20th and 21st at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Come meet former Pittsburgh Steeler Greg Hawthorne and former San Antonio Spur Alvin Robertson on Friday. Saturday, former Dallas Cowboy Mel Renfro, Beasley Reese, and Baylor great Lake Seastrunk are scheduled to appear. Show hours are Friday 11 to 5, Saturday 9 till 4. Get your autographs authenticated by JSA both days. Dealers from Texas and Oklahoma will be exhibiting. For more information, visit theautographsinc.com.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Looking for football talk without the fluff? It's Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell, a former NFL quarterback breaking down the game from the inside, plus real conversations about sports, leadership, life, and everything in between. No hot takes for clicks, just honest analysis, strong opinions, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. Football talk and more, the way it's supposed to be. Subscribe now to Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell on YouTube.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And welcome back. Final segment on this Friday morning. John Morris Show. Thanks to Brandon and Garrett behind the scenes. You saw the spot there about the card show at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. We've been telling you about it for a couple of weeks. It is here. It is today and tomorrow. It is 11 to 5 today. It's 9 to 4 tomorrow at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Huge show. Vendors from across Texas, from across Oklahoma. Longest running card show in Central Texas. Bankston's will be there, I know, and many, many others. And the celebrity guests today, Alvin Robertson and former Baylor and Pittsburgh Steeler running back Greg Hawthorne. Tomorrow, Mel Renfro, Cowboys legend, Lake Seastrunk, former Baylor running back, and legendary Beasley Reese will be there tomorrow as well. Check it all out on the web at theautographsinc.com, theautographsinc.com. We'll give you all the details and the schedule for today and tomorrow. So that is here in Waco today and tomorrow. And then next week, and we'll give you more details on this as we get closer, there is another card show at the Frank Mayborn Civic Center. It is next Saturday and Sunday, again, put on by Autographs Inc., and we'll give you their guest lineup. But if you can't make the Texas Sports Hall of Fame this weekend, maybe next week at the Mayborn Civic Center, or maybe both, and you compare the two shows over a couple of weekends. So have fun there. Go find Britt Britton when you're there and tell him we sent you by. Good Baylor man, and it's a really cool show. We've been there doing live remotes the last couple of years, so I highly recommend it if you're into cards and collectibles or just want to browse around and see what they have. It's a great place to go. All right, we visited with Ty Atteberry last segment. He is on a cruise. Not a cruise. That sounds like he's eating 6 meals a day. Yeah. It's not a cruise. His boat, he is transporting his boat from or across the Atlantic, headed to the British Virgin Islands. And I asked him about the sunrise and the sunset, what it looks like there. Mm-hmm. So texting him after the interview, he sent us this video. This was sunrise this morning on the cruise. Oh, man, how about that?
That's an awesome view.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
That is remarkable.
Oh, so now he's fishing and trying to catch lunch and dinner and everything else. But he said he'd continue to send us pics, and we will check in with Ty periodically over the next few days, few weeks, over the next month, really, as he makes this trip from across the Atlantic to get that boat, the Waymaker, to the British Virgin Islands. So appreciate Ty for making it work to be on with us. All right, let's share some birthdays with you today before we move out of here. Today, let me start with this. Today is my dad's birthday, and he passed away last April. But March 20th, Sid Morris was born in Nevada, Texas, and that's where he is laid to rest now. But passed away last April at the age of 89, and a good man. I owe the person that I am to my dad and my mom. And so I appreciate him, and nice to remember him on his birthday today, March 20th. It's his first birthday without him being with us. And I still find myself, thinking, I can't call dad. Things would happen Baylor-wise and family-wise, and I'd want to call and include him in that. And that's been the hardest part, is I can't pick up the phone and call him. So today's his birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. Love you. And we definitely miss you. So March 20th is the date for his birthday. Others today, it's Bo Trahan's birthday. Bo, former Baylor football assistant coach, now doing well. He's moved on in coaching. Kim Metz's birthday is today. Tony Gatlin's birthday is today, March the 20th. I think that's it. Coach Larry Brown, his birthday is today also. Appreciate him. And Phil Duran's birthday. Phil, a terrific Baylor letter winner and supporter of the Bee Association for many, many years, continues to do so. So happy birthday to Phil Duran today also. Now, going into the weekend, tomorrow, it's Jerry Hill's birthday. So remember Jerry and send him a text or give him a call. His birthday is tomorrow. Also, Kelly Schrank in our athletic department on the executive team. Callie's birthday is tomorrow. Becky Saucedo, one of our nutritionists in Baylor Athletics. It's Becky's birthday tomorrow. And look ahead to Sunday, Double H, Henry Howard. He is the head of our event management and facilities team and does a terrific job. He's going to get us new chairs there courtside in Foster Pavilion before next season. so I and others don't tumble backwards. But happy birthday to Henry Howard. That comes up on Sunday, so there's some advance notice for that. Anybody to add?
Nobody, J-Man.
All right. Let me know. And happy birthday to those folks. If we missed you, I do apologize. But that's going to wrap things up for us today and for the week. And hope everybody has a great and safe weekend. 90 degrees in Waco today, 92 tomorrow, 94 on Sunday. And it's March. So enjoy the weather. Should be really nice. Enjoy that. Remember, Baylor baseball on the road at Oklahoma State. Baylor softball home. They're playing in Austin against UT tonight, hosting the number 2 team in the nation, the defending national champion Longhorns, tomorrow night, 6:30 at the Big Getty at Gatterman Stadium. So maybe you can make it out there and make that a great home field advantage for Baylor coming up tomorrow night. We'll reconvene on Monday, Lord willing, and talk all about it. Who knows what those brackets will look like come Monday, but the NCAA tournament continues. And that includes for the Baylor women opening the tournament today in Durham, North Carolina against Nebraska. It's a 1 p.m. tip-off today, Central Time, on the air at 12:30 with Derek Smith, who was on with us yesterday, and Lori Fogelman on the Baylor Sports Media Network and television on ESPN for the Baylor women versus Nebraska. Have a great weekend. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for tuning in to the John Morris Show, presented by Alliance Bank, Central Texas, and by the Brazos Landing. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
At DeCampley's Italian Ristorante, we are committed to providing an authentic Italian experience. Through exceptional service, delicious food, and a family environment, we want our guests to create memories that they will want to share with their family and friends. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. Make your reservation today. Check us out on Facebook and at decampleys.com.
My name is David Maddox, owner of Waco Foundation Repair. I've been in business right at 20 years, incorporated since 2003, and nonstop, very busy business to be in. We stay plenty busy with this good old Central Texas ground that constantly moves and does its thing. If you think you have foundation repair issues, call Waco Foundation Repair today.
Spring has sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.